pupils. It's Teacher Edward, and I want us to continue with our topic. Yes, remember you are dealing with science. That is our favorite subject. And we are dealing with a topic known as food and nutrition. Remember, we talked about the meaning of some words. Words like food. Yes. We talked about nutrients. And we talked about nutrition. I hope you can recall the meaning of those three words. Yes. So kindly remind yourselves the meaning of those three words. Yes, that is their meaning on the screen. So we said that food has healthy substances that are taken in the body, either through drinking or eating. We also talked about nutrients. We said that these are healthy substances that are found in the food. We also talked about nutrition. We see that it is the process of providing the body with the necessary nutrients. So make sure you remind yourselves those three words. Then we talked about the main food groups. We said that there are three food groups, or three main food groups. That is bodybuilding foods. We talked about energy-giving foods, and then we talked about protective foods. We started by looking at the nutrients. We said that from the three main food groups, we have 5 nutrients. And the first one that we talked about are carbohydrates. Today, I want us to move on to the second one, which is known as proteins. So I want us to look at the sources of proteins. That is our nutrient number 2. So remember, when we were talking about carbohydrates, we see that we have 2 main sources. That is, we have from cereals. Yes, cereals. You know, you can recall examples of cereals and some of the products that we get from cereals. Yes, I can see some of you talking about them. Yes, I've heard some of you mentioning those things that we talked about. So for proteins, we have 2 main sources. One of them is animal products. So animal products give us proteins. So I want us to mention some of the animal products that we have. Yes, good. I can see some of you discussing. I can see Bwana Mutti there giving ideas to his pupils. Yes, that is good. So some of the animal products that we have, I have just written for you 2, because I know you know millions and millions of these animal products. So I have written for you milk. Yes, another one is that I have here are eggs. Good. So let us brainstorm some of these animal products. Anything that we get from animals, anything edible that we get from animals will give us proteins. Yes, name some. Good. So we have milk. Yes, milk from different domestic animals like cows. Yes, we also have milk from goats. Yes, we also have milk from camels, and so on. So milk will give us proteins. Another source of protein, another animal product, we have eggs. Yes, we have eggs from poultry. Poultry are birds that are kept at home. They have different types, and they all give us eggs. Yes, like hens. We have eggs from turkey, ducks, and many other birds that are kept at home. So once you eat eggs from those poultry, from those birds, you'll get proteins. Other sources? Good, we have meat from different animals. Yes, we have meat from cows. Remember, this meat can be cooked in different ways. It is not advisable to eat raw meat. Uncooked meat is not healthy. It is good to ensure that it is cooked. And there are different ways. You can boil. Yes. You can roast. Yes. You do mnaita nyam chom. Yes, roasted meat. Ukimeza mate hapo, yes, mezeni tu, chunge kumeza ulimi. Kwanza Felix wewe nakuona hapo. Good. Yes. So there are different ways of cooking. I know your moms, guardians do cook for you. Yes. Another animal product, apart from the ones that you have seen on your screen, we have things like fish. Yes, when you eat fish, yes, fish will also give you proteins. So we have things like cheese, butter, ghee. All these are products of animals, maybe from milk. So the other types of meat that we have, apart from the ones from a cow, I know you know the names given to those meat. We have beef. Yes, that is beef from a cow. And I've said that it can be roasted, can be boiled. Yes, and many other methods of cooking. We have pork. Yes, there are some people who eat pork. Pork is meat from a pig. Yes, there are some people who don't eat and others eat. Yes, once you eat it, you get proteins. That is pork from a pig. We have mutton. Yes, mutton. Mutton is a animal product, or it's meat from a goat and a sheep. You call it mutton. Yes, we also have meat from, yes, we have meat from a hen. We call it chicken. Yes, most of you like chicken. Yes, chicken is very sweet. Very sweet. That is chicken. It can also be cooked in different ways. Once you eat it, you also get proteins. So all those different types of meat, they will give you proteins. So if you need proteins, and this is one of the requirements of your body, you can get it from animal products like meat, or those different types of meat. Caution, don't eat a lot of meat, especially the red meat. Red meat is very dangerous or poisonous once taken in plenty. Yes, the doctors advise us to take just a few pieces. Yes, you only take a few pieces. But I know some of you, yes, kama nyinyi mnaniona hapo, you take a quarter kilogram on your own. That is very dangerous. So take a few pieces for good health. So those are some of the things that you can talk about animal products. Any animal product will give you proteins. Another source of protein that we have, legumes. Legumes are other sources of proteins. Remember, we talked about crops and we talked about legumes. Yes, these are some of the food crops that we have, legumes. And we gave out a lot of examples, but here I have a few examples of legumes, which are beans, peas, and many others that we talked when we were talking about crops. So when you take these legumes, they will give you proteins. So we have said examples of legumes are things like beans. Yes, we have beans. Beans are of different varieties. Yes, and they give us proteins. We have different types of beans, as you can see on your screen. Yes, and they give us proteins. Remember, we have other examples of legumes, things like peas, the ones that I have written for you on the board. We have peas. Then from there, we have things like groundnuts. Yes, we have soya beans. Yes, we have green grams. We have peanuts. Good. All those are examples of legumes and many others. As usual, make sure you go through your books so that you can get many more legumes. So all those legumes will give you proteins. So we have said for proteins, we get it from animal products and legumes. So those are some of the things that can give us proteins. On your screen, see some pictures of cooked beans. Yes, there are different ways of cooking beans. They can be mixed with other foodstuffs. Yes, good. My good boys and girls, after looking at the sources of proteins, I want us to look at the sources of vitamins. Remember, we said that proteins, or before you look at the sources of vitamins, remember we have said that proteins are bodybuilding foods. These are the ones that help to repair the worn out tissues and also to help in the growth of our bodies. So proteins are very important. If you want to grow well, you need to eat enough proteins. If you want your body to be in a position to repair the worn out tissues quickly, just in case of injuries, eat enough proteins. But when eating those proteins, remember to minimize the intake of red meat. Don't overeat meat, because I have told you that it is not good for your health. So red meat, eat it in moderation. So let us move on to sources of vitamins. We have two main sources of vitamins. So those are the ones that will guide us. We have many sources, but the main sources are two. That is fruits and vegetables. So we say that vitamins are in the group of protective foods. These are the ones that help to boost your immune system. I always say that our immune system is also known as the defense system. The defense system is made up of the white blood cells. And these white blood cells needs to be boosted by eating enough vitamins. So we have two main sources of those vitamins, and I have said these are fruits and vegetables. We talked about different types of fruits and also different types of vegetables. So your work is very simple, just reminding me some examples of fruits, and know that you have millions and millions of those fruits. That's why on the board I have just written for you two examples, because there are millions and millions of these fruits, and by now I know they are on your fingertips. So to start with, my first example on the board are oranges. Those are fruits, number one. Number two, we have guavas. Yes, I know you know them. So from there, you can see you reminding yourself some more examples of fruits. Yes, I know in your house there are several. I advised you, or I told you that it's good to be taking fruits a day or daily. Remember, we have a proverb which goes like, yes, remind me. Good. A fruit a day keeps the doctor, yes, away. A fruit a day keeps the doctor away. So if possible, make sure you take a fruit daily or fruits daily. They will help to boost your immunity or your immune system. Your body will be able to fight against diseases. So I have said that examples of fruits that we have fruits like oranges. Yes, those are oranges. We have fruits like guavas. Yes, those are guavas. We have fruits like watermelons. Yes, my favorite. Yes, if you invite me, wherever you are, make sure you have a plate full of watermelons. Yes. Then we have lemons, very good fruits. Lemons. Yes, we have passion fruits. Good. Yes, we have avocados. Avocados are very common and very popular. Yes. So those are some. Yes, I've heard somebody adding others like apples. Yes, and many others. The list is endless. I know that you can make a good list of those fruits that you know. So on your screen, I've added other examples. Look at them. Yes, these are other examples of fruits. Yes, look at them keenly. Yes. Good. Those are fruits that we have, and I have said that fruits are sources of vitamins. The other source of vitamin that we have are vegetables. Yes, vegetables are other sources of vitamins. So we have different types of vegetables. Yes, when we were talking about crops, we mentioned them. One good example of a vegetable we have is sukuma wiki. Yes, the other name of sukuma wiki is this one here. They are known as kales. Yes, these are very common in those vibandas, in shambas, kales, sukuma wiki. We have lettuce. Yes, lettuce. That is lettuce on your screen. Lettuce is another vegetable. We have broccolis. Yes, broccolis. Yes, broccolis are other vegetables. Good. I hope you have seen it on your screen. We have another one known as eggplant. Eggplant. It looks like an egg. It takes the shape of an egg. Yes, that is another vegetable. Yes, all these and many others that we talked about when we were dealing with crops are examples of vegetables. Remember, these vegetables are supposed to be well cooked, but don't overcook them. When you overcook them, you kill the nutritious value of those vegetables. You kill the vitamins. The other thing that you're supposed to do when you want to cut the vegetables, for example, you want to cut your sukuma wiki, there are some people who cut and then wash. You're supposed to wash before cutting. When you wash after cutting, you remove all the nutrients. You remove all the vitamins. So that is very bad. So ensure that before you cook or before you cut them, you wash them. That will make sure that you have retained your nutrients. That is very good. So those are the examples of vegetables. Yes, as you can see on your screen, those are other examples of vegetables. So once cooked or well cooked, they will give you vitamins. And I've said, don't overcook your vegetables because you'll damage the nutrients or the vitamins in them. Good. So those are some of the sources of vitamins. So I've said the main sources are the vegetables and fruits, and mostly the green leafy vegetables. And I've said don't overcook them. From there, we have some examples of vitamins. Yes, I want us to look at some of them. Yes, that's another area that you're supposed to be aware of. Yes, it is also very common in your exams. Apart from knowing some of the vitamins that you need in your body, it is also good to know them for the purpose of the exams, but also for your good health. So we have vitamins like vitamin A. Yes, we have vitamin B. We have vitamin C. We have vitamin D. We have vitamin E. And we also have vitamin K. So those are some of the vitamins that we have, but there are many more other vitamins. So in your own research, you'll discover or you'll come to realize that there are many other vitamins, that we only address a few of them. What you're supposed to do is to know those vitamins. Apart from knowing them, look at their uses. How do they help our bodies? What is their work in our bodies? Another thing that you're supposed to look at is their sources. But I have told you that the main sources of these vitamins is from those green vegetables and fruits. So, but let us look at a few of them, starting with vitamin A. So we have just a sample of whatever you're supposed to look at. So we have vitamin A. We have vitamin A. So here I have sources, then I have the use. So vitamin A is very popular. Vitamin A is very popular in our lives, in our day-to-day lives. You normally hear people talking about it. Sometimes you might step on somebody's feet, afu unasikia anakuambia kwani wewe una nini? Una macho. Si ndivyo? Others will tell you, eat a lot of carrots. Isn't it? Others will tell you that you have a poor eyesight. When you are talking about vitamin A, we are talking about good eyesight. Vitamin A improves your eyesight. So if you have a problem with your eyesight, one of the main reasons might be you don't have enough vitamin A in your body. So some of the sources, apart from the carrots, we have the green vegetables. We have the green vegetables. So once you eat enough of them, they can help to add vitamin A in your body. The other sources, we have butter. Yes, butter. We have river. Yes, that on your screen you can see river. It's very soft and very sweet. We have milk. You all know milk. Then we have fruits. Those are for good eyesight. Then from there, we have vitamin B. Vitamin B is for proper working of the brain. It's for proper working of the brain. They help, another one, they help in digestion. Yes, in case you have digestion problems, they might be caused by lack of enough vitamin B. The other one is healthy skin. Yes, if you want your skin to be healthy, ensure that you eat enough fruits and vegetables that will give you enough vitamin B. So, but we have other sources. Apart from the green vegetables, you are supposed to eat whole grain. Whole grain. Grains like maize, wheat, rice are supposed to be whole grain. The sifted maize. Maize flour number 1, wheat flour number 1. No, those ones are not good for your health. When you want to eat something healthy, go for the brown bread, the brown chapatis, and so on. So those are some of the things that you're supposed to go for. Whole grain. Whole grain is very nutritious and very healthy. Don't go for those sweet things. They are good, but they are not healthy. So if you want vitamin B for good functioning of your brain, proper functioning of your brain, for good digestion and for healthy skin, eat whole grain. Then the other one, go for something like the liver, kidney, and milk. So those are some of the sources of vitamin B. So from there, let's move to the next vitamin, that is vitamin C. So vitamin C is another very important vitamin. So we get it mostly from fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. Fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. So this one works hand in hand with other body components to heal wounds. So mostly it works hand in hand with your proteins. Remember we said that proteins helps to repair worn out tissues. So remember wounds, they cause some tearing of your body tissues. So vitamin C works hand in hand with proteins to heal those wounds. Also, if you want to prevent bleeding gums, healthy teeth, ensure that you have enough vitamin C. So vitamin C also helps in improving your teeth's health, or ensuring that you have healthy teeth. In other words, it helps to prevent breeding gums. So that is the work of vitamin C. So from vitamin C, I have said that I want us to talk about vitamin D. Yes, vitamin D is another very important vitamin in our lives or in our bodies. So we have some sources of this vitamin D. The main source, we have sunlight. Yes, especially the early morning sunlight is very important. It helps the skin to synthesize vitamin D in our bodies. The other one, we have eggs. Then we have milk. Those are some of the common sources of vitamin D. So vitamin D is very important. It helps to strengthen our bones and also our teeth. So if you want to develop strong bones and teeth, ensure that you have enough vitamin D in your body. So vitamin D also works together with some mineral salts that we'll talk about later. That is calcium and phosphorus. They help to strengthen our bones. So from there, I wish you all the best. Make sure you keep yourself safe. Don't interact with people outside there. Ensure that you're safe wherever you are. Otherwise, goodbye.